Y'all, this will make sense in a little bit, but for the Horde with a W. Because in this house, we are pro-ho.
Thralls Balls! They're everywhere!
Thralls Balls. The World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolas, Gershom, and Wooly. Ooh, what's up, swingaz? From the grizzly lands of Wisconsin, I am Wooly, and I welcome you to episode 51 of Thralls Balls. I'm here with Gershom and Bentolas. It's a grand old time. Say hi, guys.
What's up, swingers?
What up, bitches?
Yeah, we're getting right at this. Things are going pretty good right around now. I want to say before we get to the WoW news that last week we recorded on a Wednesday, and then fucking season 4 was announced like right after. So, like the day after or something like that. So that's why we didn't mention it. But we'll get to that when we get to the news. Anyway, what we've been up to in WoW. Gershom, you said you didn't really play. Did you play at all? If not, that's not a big deal.
Oh no, I played. I can go.
Sure.
It's super fast. So I basically exclusively played Sly Jules, which is good because I was kind of ignoring her while I was on my gold grind. So basically, I had gotten her heritage armor. I mentioned that. But then the last stage of one of the little like achievements for the meta achievement for the 2 sides every tail, it breaks down and then it breaks down again. So like I was like on the babiest one, but it was to complete Tol Dagor dungeon. Remember in Kultiris, it's like the island jail.
Shit, I was gonna help you with that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So I was like, well, no one's around. Everyone's playing the actual expansion now and doing mythics and doing cool stuff. I'm over here being a nerd. So I tried to go at 53, got rolled. Went back at 57, got a little too rolled for my comfort level and said, well, fuck it. I'll just go to 60. So I went from 53 to 60 in like 4 hours of playtime in Shadowlands because I just went to Threads of Fate, which is like the best thing ever if you're trying to level a character.
Especially since they buffed the fuck out of that.
It's so amazing. Like I was like halfway done and I'm like, oh, I'm 60. Cool. So I went back, did the Tol Dagor. This was all just like this morning too. I wanted to get this done. I am so close to getting this done, but by the time this episode drops on Monday, I will have it done. But right now it's Saturday afternoon and I don't have it done, but I'm really, 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 really close. I'm like at this other island prison with like the tide sages, and it's literally like we're gonna go inside and save Jaina now. So I'm like, please, and that's all I need, and then I'm done. So I'm super excited for that. I wish I could report that I'd finished it, but I didn't. And so like literally, other than that, what else did I do? I spent like 5 seconds looking at the hunter talent trees last night. And was like so blown away and so overwhelmed and so tired already that I was like, I'm going to revisit this when I feel like I know what I'm looking at. So I'm going to look at that later too, but I'll be posting about it in the Discord probably. But from what I'm seeing, it looks pretty exciting. I just didn't get too much into it. I don't feel comfortable like speaking on anything right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's all really early anyway. So I bet a lot of it'll be tweaked here and there. So there's really only so much you can tell looking at them.
Yeah.
Personally, I've not touched those because they haven't made the calculator for the Destro Warlock yet, so I don't know.
Both talent trees they released yesterday, the Rogue and the Hunter ones, I think are the dopest ones they've done though. Like there's so many cool shit in it. I mean, I'm excited.
Is Outlaw looking like it's gonna go back to like being the best, or?
Outlaw is really strong right now, and now we get this like cool ability. So, I mean, I don't want to hijack your talking about it.
That was all. So after I'm done, we can do whatever. That was it. That was all I did.
Yeah. So I'll kind of touch into it when we get the WoW news. What I did, I've really done nothing. I don't know if I mentioned this the last show, but my Mythic Raid team isn't raiding anymore. So currently I am just doing, normal clears with Collected Company, and I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to try to find a guild to mythic raid with. Um, but ideally, what I would like to do is find a new guild that raids like on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and then still raid with the boys on Thursday, because now I'm raid leading.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're kind of burying the lead here.
Yeah, I mean, I could do it. I could definitely do it, because I was raiding 3 nights a week anyway, and our group was really, we got Anduin down, and it was the first time people have seen Anduin. And
I logged before Anduin? God damn it.
yeah, well, next week we're gonna use my skip, and we're gonna start at Anduin and move into other bosses. But everyone did so good. I'm really proud. Like, I feel like my raid leading is guiding the boys to glory, but everyone's like putting in the work, they're listening, and it's definitely an adjustment, but I enjoy doing it actually. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, well, I guess that feeds perfectly into what I've been doing, because I have been finding the last few weeks, even months, that it's really hard to maintain a real life and still find time to log on to do shit other than raid. So I've not done nearly as much as I have wanted to. But that said, yeah, Collected Company's raiding again. We're just doing normal, just like funsies. Goddamn. I had to log early because I was fucking exhausted. But I got Curve with Uno Mas, so hooray, because they nerfed the absolute tits out of the jailer. They nerfed the tits? Nerfy tits? Nerfed
I mean, he
tits.
does have some fucking pepperoni nipples.
Yeah, they gotta nerf the jailer's tits. Nerf tits.
Don't you take away from that man the only thing that he has left. Come on, y'all tried to take his whole body, like melted off the weird metal robot guy, and they panned away real fast, but the nipples were still on that robot guy. They just couldn't take his nipples away. That's all.
I guess the jailer needs his nips, because he sure as hell didn't have a personality. Oh, okay.
Do you think I should have him reach out to Joe No Nips Adorno? Maybe they could.
He can give like half his nips to Adorno, and
oh, that's a good idea. Sweet, love you, Adorno.
So then the other part of that is I made the decision that I really can't be fucked to progress through all the various things, like the fucking renown and gearing and rep and all that shit on another character. So I made the difficult decision of taking Pelswick, my Void Elf Warlock, off of Proudmoore and to Thrall Horde with Collected Company. So his name is now Tokesh, and went into normal with Collected Company. Got an orange parse because I was way over geared for it, but you know what? God damn it still felt good. I did have to log early. I've actually had to log early both the nights we've gone into normal with CC, but this past time it was just because I got up at 5 that morning. The time before that was my third night raiding in the week, so I was fucking bushed. Just goddamn. Yeah, I'm not getting up at fucking 5 on Thursdays anymore. That's not gonna happen. But beyond that, I have not done a whole fucking lot else. So that's what I did this summer. I didn't do the assigned reading.
I'm still missing an assignment from last year. It's okay.
You gotta shit your pants. That's your homework.
You want to trade homeworks?
I mean,
I was hoping you'd forgotten what my assignment was and be like, sure,
I will not forget.
Just go get me 100 reps real fast, and I'll shit your pants for you. It's fine.
Listen, at this point, it might be extra credit for me. I'm sorry, Bent. What?
I was gonna say I do have a nice night of shitting myself ahead of me. I think tonight. Tonight I'm gonna do it at a bar.
I don't know if I'm listening to Bentolas or GG Allen right now, but it's interesting.
I am going to shit myself, and I'm gonna videotape it for the pod.
It's definitely GG Allen. Get out of there. That's you hand back. The power of Christ compels you. Release our friend.
Yeah, release my bodily
I was about to say, release his bowels all over the... Let's go on to the teabag time, yo.
Anything's better than this. Let's go.
Oh, starting the bumper over. It's fine.
I am restless.
Teabag time.
Fun fact, that bumper comes from Thrall's voice lines in Heroes of the Storm. Rest in peace, Heroes of the Storm. It's going into maintenance mode. They're not doing updates other than bug fixes and shit. That blows. But those voice lines, he's saying, I am the war chief. And the other voice line, something, something, restless, something. So I just thought, wouldn't it be funny if he said he was restless so he teabags people? You know? Anyway, for this teabag time, we are teabagging. I've never known how to say your name. I'm sorry. Camille. Anyway, he's from Poland.
He's Polish, right?
Yeah,
he's
Camille.
Camille.
Okay, thank you. We got a DM from Camille on Twitter. He says, or she, I actually don't know. I think he. Still enjoying the show. Congrats on episode 50, but you have to let me know what the hell is fireball you put in a shot. Living in Poland, I have not come across that tongue out emoji. So today I learned they don't have fireball in Poland, but when I explained that it's a cinnamon whiskey, he was like, oh, I love that stuff. So I guess they have like a different kind of cinnamon whiskey in in Poland. Also, how fucking cool is that we have listeners on an entirely different continent?
Hooray! I should learn to say something in Polish.
Yes, it's Spiek.
What does
was
that mean? I just shit myself?
No, it means you are beautiful.
Nice.
Aw, thank you.
And then there's Korchamse, which means I love you. And then there's Kurva, which means fuck. And
Is
Dupa,
your girl?
which
So
means ass.
your girlfriend's Polish then?
No, I used to date one, and
Oh, okay.
I learned a lot of Polish. I think Camille, like you might. I don't know if you live in Warsaw. I know in Warsaw they have it. I don't know if you live in like a different city in Poland, but yeah, Poland always like does things differently. Like they have their own brands of stuff, which is kind of cool. So yeah, it just cinnamon whiskey, and nothing says America more than fucking diabetes and whiskey in a shot.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. But
Pour one out for the homies that died because of whiskey and diabetes. Wah, wah. Diabetes.
So we're up in here teabagging Camille. If you want to be teabagged by having your feedback read on the show, hit us up. You can email us, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. You can tweet at us or even DM us on Twitter @thrallsballspod. Caveat about the Twitter, if you send it to one of the hosts individually, there is a chance we might forget to include it on the show if it's one of the others, because I don't always remember to ask them if they got any. And that's @thrallsballspod. Or the most fun way, you can do the show reviews channel on Discord by joining Discord, going to thrallsballs.com, or you can leave a review on the Warcraft Radio Podcast Directory, warcraftradio.com. I'm going to respond to something here that Bent said in our host chat. He says, my microphone is going robot mode. That sucks.
No, yours is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I say. Oh, you really it's really that bad that you can't hear me?
No, there's every 2 minutes, everything you say is like going in robot mode. So
well, that blows. Well, here's the thing. It's only in Discord that it's doing that. It's not recording it that way. So if it's bad enough that, and I'm not editing this out, people can listen to the technical shit. If it's bad enough that you want me to, I'm on Wi-Fi right now, I can plug my shit in. If it's bad enough, but if it's not, we can just steam ahead. What do you think?
Oh, we could go ahead.
I'm
wanted to
okay.
let you know.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
okay with it.
Well, thanks for the heads up, but I'm pretty confident it's not recording that way, at least. Yeah, so get your shit to us. We can teabag you. Yeah. Time for the mixed drink of the week.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! It's the mixed drink of the week, and before we get in it, I just want to remind everybody to please only partake of the mixed drink of the week, or any alcohol for that matter, if you are of legal age or legal whatever to do so. Additionally, we are not responsible for anything that may befall you as a result of your own shit. So we've been going through various cities in WoW, focusing on the shot part of the mixed drink, so you could take it as a shot or mix it into a drink. And this week, the city is Shattrath, and Gershom has it. Yeah, exciting stuff. So,
I do. It is exciting.
I don't have any idea what to even guess, so I'm going to be making this up on the fly.
Do you want a hint?
No, I do not.
No hints. No hints.
Okay.
No hints.
Bent, you go first while I think.
Okay. I'm going to go with, and this is going to sound a little bit crazy, shat, like shat yourself. So I'm imagining if you shat in a glass, what it would look like.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to go
We're
with
gonna get canceled.
some sort of like grandpa's old root beer, the one with the alcohol in it, a shot of whiskey, and you're going to garnish it with cherries?
That's your whole guess?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I think Shattrath, the color that comes to mind for some reason is purple, even though there's not a lot of purple there. But there is also that Naru in the middle. A doll? Is that the Naru? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a doll. Yep.
So I'm thinking there's going to be something Naru related. So like light. So like maybe like a light purple. So.
Can I change my guess?
No.
No.
Too late. You went full shit in a glass mode.
You
So,
cemented it. You're good.
You cemented the shit. Actually, oh wait, no. I don't know how I would make it light purple. No, yes I do. Okay. Pink kinky cocktail, blue curacao, and just to make it a little sweet, some sugar. That's what I think. Like half and a little bit. Would we be American if we were not trying to make the world unhealthy?
We
would not be.
I'm disappointed to be who I am. Anyway, that was my guess.
Okay, hold on. Both of you are like super, super far off, but this is
God damn it.
really esoteric. So, two things to say is I've made this drink before. I'm not drinking it today because, and I'm not going to wax poetic about it forever, but I've made a commitment to go a month without drinking. I'm trying to see how much money I would save, and I just need to dry out. Hey, you guys
good
are the
for you.
swingers. You already know. And I'm on day 3, so I won't be drinking this today. Today I'm drinking Diet 7-Up. I'm smoking a lot of weed. It helps. It's better than drinking, honestly. So what I did was, because I've made this before, you take like a quarter of the shot glass and put some, what's that orange liqueur called? You can use triple sec if you want. Yeah, cointreau. Yeah, that one ideally, but you can use triple sec if you want. And then add almost to the top with orange vodka, and then you're gonna take, like, if you want to use a dropper, just pour very carefully a very small amount of maraschino cherry juice on top, and because I like the way it sort of drips down like blood. But what I'm going for here, that what I actually called this drink, is the sunfury signet, because I was thinking of the Aldor and the Scryers.
Ooh.
And how many of those motherfuckers I turned in to get that one to exalted. Boy, that was a pain in the ass. I think I went to the Mechanar probably, I'm not joking, like 2,000 times.
Gershom, I'm a little bit upset because I said you should the drink would be garnished with cherries, so I kind of got it right.
He got a
Oh,
tiny
that's true,
bit
that's
of
true.
it right. He got
That's
maybe
true, he did.
1% of it right. How
32%.
dare you not credit him with
Yeah, I
his
was gonna-
1%?
I was gonna call his
Give me my 1%.
I was gonna call his answer total shit, and then I realized he'd probably take that as a compliment. So
He committed to shitting in a glass. So, damn, I didn't even think about Aldor and Scryer, but that was a pretty significant staple of BC at that point. Shit.
yeah.
Well, I know you already drank it a while ago, and you're not drinking it today. How does it taste? Wait. When you say over the lips, through the gums, look out, asshole, then what does it taste like when you do it? Is it good? Did we lose you?
No, it's good. Hello?
Oh, we can hear you now.
Okay, good. No, it's really good. It's just very orangey. You have to be like partial to that flavor, but it's
I
delicious.
do like the orange flavor.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice. Well, I already said it rushed, but we would say over the lips, through the gums, look out, asshole. And I'm not talking to myself that time, because I'm not an asshole. Wait. Anyway, Ben, you have the drink next week, right? I do believe you do.
Wait, now what happened to him?
Oh, no, now we've lost Bent. Oh, he said BRB 1 second. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, I do believe Bent is next week, so we have to vamp now. I'm pretty sure if Bent were here, he would talk at length about how much he likes shoving his entire fist up to his elbow, up his own butthole. He just fucking lives for that shit.
Wow. I'm good.
Are you back, Bent? Or do I have to keep making up horrible lies about you?
You want to just do
No,
do
I'm
the
here.
news? No, he's
Okay,
here.
he's here. Bent, what city are you taking? You have the next drink, the next shot.
I think I'm gonna actually go with Warspear.
Warspear. For those of you who are like, what the fuck is Warspear? That is the horde capital-ish thing that really felt more like a camp than a city from Warlords of Draenor.
It's the PvP zone where you go to Ashran. It's like a contested territory, like epic battleground thing with a bunch of
But
achievements.
I want everyone to keep in mind camping when you think about what I'm gonna put in this drink.
You're gonna shit in a glass? Because I don't know about you, but whenever I go camping, shitting is usually something I have to worry about.
Hey, instead of like, you know how gin tastes like pine needles? So instead of a gin and tonic, you could have like a gin and toilet.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
you're shitting in the woods.
Instead of
Or-
tonic water, use toilet water. I like it.
Oh,
Or,
see?
you know what? I bet the drink is just toilet wine, where you piss in the toilet like you're in prison and you just never flush it until it ferments. Toilet
Dude,
wine.
That is not okay.
That's
Whatever
what
that
happens.
is.
That's what they do in prison.
As I
Oh.
look at my
Toilet wine.
mimosa that looks like piss.
Oh, gross. Why does your mimosa look like piss? It should be like green.
Why is my default like
Wait a minute, hold
bodily
on.
waste jokes?
Did you just say a mimosa should look green?
Aren't they supposed to be greenish because of the lime?
No, you don't put lime in mimosas.
Oh, mimosas. Oh, I thought you meant mojitos. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say
This
I
is
think
what
you're
gives
thinking
you no.
mojito.
I was. Mimosa is champagne and orange juice. No, I know that. No, I'm good. I drink.
Fuck you drinking a mimosa at 2 in the afternoon for?
That's
like
perfect.
That's
What
a
do you mean?
brunch drink.
But
That's
it's
like 10 in the morning.
it's lunch.
Yeah, it's like lunch, you
You
know?
keep drinking them until everything's gone, and then you're good.
Honestly,
I'll
Wooly,
drink
it was
until
just-
everyone else is gone.
I am too lazy to go out and get White Claws, that's why.
Oh, fair. All right, let's move on to the WoW news.
Time for WoW News. Motherfuckers.
Here we are with the WoW news. I was a little bit late pushing the background music back going, so you heard a little dip in the sound where it was quiet for like an eighth a second. Sue me. Don't actually sue me. I don't have shit. So I mentioned it at the top of the show, but Season 4 was announced, and it is coming on August 2nd with patch 9.2.7. Yeah, there's a fucking 0.2.7 patch. Has that ever happened before?
Yeah,
I don't remember. I didn't
no.
think so, but
No, because WoW used to actually like balance the classes like bi-weekly.
Yeah.
And then they for whatever reason they switched it up where they only balance it like once in a while.
Because the only patch I remember that wasn't a 0.5 or like a 9.1, 0.2, 0.3 kind of thing was Icecrown Citadel came with 3.3.3. And I remember that because that was when they introduced new cat forms, other than just the blocky-looking purple panther thing. Yeah, that was a while ago. So, like I mentioned before, we didn't talk about this last week because it was literally announced between when we recorded and when the episode went live. So, yeah, now we're saying it's coming. I'm pretty excited, especially because we needed to know that for figuring out what's happening with Collected Company, and I say we as if I'm doing jack shit about it. But yeah, that's happening. So, with that same patch is the Warlock changes they were going to make, and then people were like, no changes. What about the MDI? And at first I was like, I want to be able to play with the broken Warlock for a while. Don't change it. But then I'm thinking about it, and like, spamming Rain of Fire is incredibly different to how I play anyway. So I don't like having to figure out new muscle memory just to change it right back in, at this point, less than a month. So in my opinion, the Warlock changes should and could come now, and the people who are doing the MDI can deal. Because they're also buffing Chaos Bolt, Conflag, Immolate, Incinerate. They're all being buffed up to compensate for the unlisted nerf to the Inferno talent that fixes the broken synergy with the 4-piece bonus. So if you ask me, this is something that could come now, especially because to play it the broken way, I have to talent away from Cataclysm, and that pisses me off because I love using Cataclysm, especially when there's a bunch of, like on the Anduin fight, there's a bunch of little ghouly fuckers that you gotta get all going, and like when I get Immolate on all of them, I don't run out of shards. It's amazing. So yeah, change it now.
Are you dropping knowledge? Motherfucker, you dropping knowledge
on
the podcast?
I fucking know shit.
Fuck this, I quit. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Wait,
I can handle being told something I don't know.
I'm still a complete moron. Anyway, yeah. So, as I readjust in my chair, with that 9.2.7 patch and Season 4, they did clarify that the Mythic Jailer and Mythic Sylvanas and the Heroic Jailer mounts are still going to be obtainable until Dragonflight. You won't be able to get ahead of the curve and cutting edge for the Jailer anymore, which makes sense because that's always a seasonal thing. And even after Dragonflight launches, you will technically still be able to get the Mythic Sylvanas and Mythic Jailer mounts. It's just going to be with a severely reduced drop rate, and that's just kind of, that's their MO. That's what they do. They lower the drop rate and still make it. I'm having an ADHD moment. Bent, did you hear me earlier talk about how badly you enjoy fisting your own asshole up to the elbow?
I did, and I'm not gonna turn away from it.
You gotta have room for the butterfly.
I do.
Butterfly in my yes.
I was about to scream when Bent came out. I was about to say like, "Oh no, he's telling filthy lies about you," and then I was like, but he's probably not. So so I figured I'll just let it slide.
Don't kink shame me.
So another thing I saw with the news is, this is really cool. There is a French streamer and YouTuber who goes by the name Yunatahel. I don't know, never heard of the guy, but he made Stormwind in Minecraft, and it's just insanely detailed. I saw this little video of it that I watched it on Wowhead, but it's also, he posted on Twitter. So I've linked both the Wowhead article and the tweet that he put it in. It's so cool. You should check it out. Like, it's just the amount of work that had to have gone into this for one person to do is insane. Like, just go look at it. Like, there's some people out there who play Minecraft that just pull off the most ridiculous shit without world edit and things like that, or whatever tools they use. And it just blows my fucking mind. Anyway, this isn't a Minecraft podcast. It's clearly a South Park podcast. Moving on to the next thing. We're finally getting Bind on Account Cosmic Flux, and I sort of think they did that on purpose, just because they didn't want people to just flood shit around, which, okay, fine, whatever. And I do believe this is already live, or will be coming live with the next reset. There is an item called the Pouch of Prodigious Wonders that you buy from the Enlightened Quartermaster in Zereth Mortis. Don't remember their name, even though it's said in the article. It costs you 1,500 Cosmic Flux to buy it, and it will grant 1,250 Cosmic Flux. So you're doing this knowing that you're losing 250 fucks in the deal. Yep, I said it that way on purpose. And honestly, I just have to say, it's about damn time. I don't enjoy Lizzo at all. Okay, and finally, in what is arguably the most exciting bit of news, BlizzCon 2023 has been confirmed that they are doing it. Their exact words were, Mike Ybarra's exact words were, we are committed to bringing back BlizzCon in 2023, not BlizzCon Line. So what he said to the LA Times is, we previously announced we're taking a pause on BlizzCon while we reimagine it for the future, but do want to return to a live event that enables us to celebrate the community. We recently hired a new leader of BlizzCon, April McKee, who is hard at work on that plan. Then there's a bit of an ellipsis, because I guess there's more he said, but then it comes back to, we are committed to bringing back BlizzCon in 2023. And I just want to say, hell yeah. I probably won't be able to afford to go, but that's fucking awesome.
Start saving now. You could definitely go.
I have a wedding to pay for, sir. Yeah.
Include it as part of the wedding arrangement.
Maybe I'll see if she wants BlizzCon for the honeymoon, and then when she glares daggers at me, I'll just double down on it instead of backing off. That sounds like the thing to do, right?
You're going to be married and divorced in the same night if you do that.
I will, probably. So yeah, that is all the news we had to read.
So, Wooly, you're like dropping like an ass ton of knowledge on me today. I have one more question for you. See if you can go like 5 for 5. You ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Okay. How do you tame a horse in Minecraft? Since this isn't a Minecraft podcast, it's a South Park podcast.
You take your two hands. You go to the tail.
Wait, I know this one. I got this answer from Eric Cartman. That's when you're trying to have intercourse with your lady friend and some guy comes up and tickles your balls from behind. And that's how you tame a horse.
There was some answer to this joke on the episode about Minecraft, but it's like the password for it's like supposedly the password to, they block the internet.
I forget exactly.
Yeah.
But also you gotta ride the horse and then it'll kick you off, and then you ride the horse again and it'll kick you off, and then you just keep doing that until the horse is cool with you. But first you have to slap a saddle on that bitch, and then you can give him a carrot, I think.
It had something to do with like wood, or I don't know what it was. Never mind.
You get wood for the horse and that tames it.
That was right up what Ben was saying.
Horse
I know
dick
nothing
dot
about
MP.
taming horses. I know nothing.
I know nothing. I never played Minecraft, so I'm not the right guy to ask.
No, I'm pretty sure it's actually the tickling the balls from behind thing, because Cartman would not lead me astray here. Right?
He's a model citizen. Why would he?
Oh my god. That's debatable. Hugely debatable. I'm way behind on South Park. There's a lot of shit I haven't seen. Let's because we're done with the news, let's move on to question of the week, why don't we? You guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question. The week.
As we just get Ben's creepy as the bumper's playing. I really have to figure out how to make it so you guys can hear the bumpers. I don't really care though that you're doing that.
Did you listen to the last episode where he said, "Teabag me, daddy," like right at the perfect spot?
He really
That
did
shit
say
was
it right at the
so
perfect
funny.
spot.
I went back and listened to it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this couldn't be better."
So 2 episodes ago, we asked you what you wanted to get out of player housing, and we missed an answer, and I want to read it. So sorry, Hoax. Hoax had said on Twitter, if player housing was introduced, I would like to see PvP housing so that I could be part of burning those filthy Alliance homes all over again. And he did say not to worry about reading it, but it's actually a pretty interesting idea. Obviously not to completely burn down someone's house, but some sort of PvP system where you could fuck up their base or something and then they have to clean it up. I don't know.
Somebody responded to Hoax, and I don't have the Discord open. I feel so bad, but there was a response to that too.
It wasn't on Discord, it was on Twitter.
Oh.
I don't remember. I really don't. But that was the answer we missed. We are so sorry, Hoax. We try very hard not to let that happen. When I mentioned earlier that if you send feedback or an answer or something to one of these other 2 that I don't always remember to ask if they got it, that's my fault, and I am sorry. I'll be better about it. And then, so last week we asked, who would you appoint as the new war chief of the Horde or the High King/Queen of the Alliance? And before we get answers, yes, I want to know, I said King/Queen and didn't allow room for anything in between. Because I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck King/Queen. The High Monarch of the Alliance. How about that? Let's do that. Sorry
Okay.
to be not inclusive. And this does assume, of course, that the Horde Council system would be done away with. But the answers we got, first on Discord, Vanderlyle says, well, Horde has had an orc, a troll, and an undead elf as war chief. Actually, he wrote war chef, and that I didn't notice that until right now. So I'm picturing Thrall wearing a chef's hat, swinging that hammer and whacking some bitches in the skull with a chef hat on.
Yeah, swinging that hammer.
I am restless.
Don't forget the chef hat, because a man that can cook. Yeah.
Okay, so he said, and an undead elf as war chef. Tauren should be next to get a shot, so give it to Bane. He's boring, but that's probably for the best. For Alliance, keep Tyrallion on the throne. He is perfect. Also, since he is Lightforged, he never needs to be replaced. Bent, do you want to respond to that? Anyway, Shanty Man, I'm kidding. You can respond to the Tyrallion thing all you want.
Well, it's part of my answer, so I'll just wait.
Well, then we'll save it till ours. Who wants to read the next one?
All right, Shanty. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So Shanty Man, he was debating between a normal answer and a Chaos Gremlin answer, and we pushed him into Chaos Gremlin. And he says, forget all these political types. Let's give the leadership to working class folks. The obvious choice are Senior Peon 2 for War Chief. Hold on, I fucked up. The obvious... Hold on.
Have you lost your spot?
To really bring things around the Alliance front and to finally resolve the whole Defiance thing, give the High Queen of the Alliance to Vanessa Van Cleef.
No, okay. I would actually be on board with that, but I would want it to be more like a hostile takeover. Just see
Isn't
how
that what they
react.
were trying to do from the in a world where their complete rebellion was a success, and they actually do manage to overthrow the government?
Yeah.
Instead of braining Tiffin on the street. Shout out Cubby Bub.
Fucking why are the Defias the bad guys? Because they're only formed because people didn't get fucking paid. This is bullshit.
Yeah, but then they slaughtered a bunch of innocent farmers.
Oh, I mean, they probably called them stupid or something.
No, they legit killed
No,
them.
I think they killed him.
No, I mean the farmers probably called them stupid. I'm more or less just spitballing here. Who wants to read Aaron's?
I will. So Aaron says, I'm just going to say it. If Gilneas can't come back, then I want Gen on the throne, at least temporarily. He has kingly experience, is well familiar with running the Alliance as its somewhat number 2 guy, and most importantly, he's hot-headed enough to start stuff with the Horde and give me a reason to pop the greenies around him for a little bit. Okay, no, that makes sense. As far as the Horde, give it to Jiro, the Volpira guy. Kiro, I think his name's Kiro. Yeah. He's level-headed and will keep them out of trouble, and it would be funny to see the Chuds or Illidan rage on Illidan. Okay, that makes sense too. So basically, for the Alliance, he wants Gen, and for the Horde, he wants the Volpira guy, whose name is Kiro.
There was a time that I would have agreed with Gen being on there, but that was before I found out that Gen literally threw a hissy fit, retreated all his people into his city, and threw up a wall just because someone hurt his feelings a little.
Gen has an interesting story. Yeah.
I think it's a little different than that. I think he, at the time, thought he was doing what he thought was right for his people. And to give him credit, because I wish politicians would be like this, like, he recognized his mistake. So I give him credit for that.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, shit did have to blow up first for him to recognize it. Like, that wall only came down because of the cataclysm. It knocked it down.
Yeah, but, like, you know, that's what he, like, at the time, I think he made the decision that he thought was right for his people. And, you know, shit hit the fan, and sometimes you just got to throw your hands up and say, yo, I was wrong.
You know what? I think his, for lack of a better term, coming to Jesus moment was when he decided, like, all right, fuck it, I'm actually a Worgen too. Hello, everybody.
I'm a big, meaty man. And then he was all jealous because fucking Varian was like the second coming of, who was the old, not the old god, but the, what are those animals called? Ursak and all them? Wild god?
Wild god.
Wild god.
Yeah, and then he was all pissed off because fucking Varian was the second coming of a Goldrin.
Goldrin, that's the wolf guy's name. So we got some answers on Twitter, too. Scrubs versus the World says, I hope they do a council for both. It allows for some more Game of Thrones stuff to happen. Not that season 6 to 8 shit, though. I'm talking early Thrones when it was great. Not getting into that very much because I thought Game of Thrones was great right up until that shitty last season. What the fuck was that?
I agree. I think 1 to 7 was really good, and then 8 was just awful.
8 could have been 3 different seasons altogether. They could have still made all the same decisions, just if they'd spaced it out, it would have made more sense.
I don't know about that.
Okay, I don't want to throw any spoilers out there, but show what's the character's name slowly shifting toward kill everyone mode instead of snapping.
Daenerys.
Why would you? No, god damn it, I didn't want to spoil it.
Well, the show has ended for 2 years
I don't care. There are people who haven't watched it and haven't seen her fuck up King's Landing on a dragon.
Oh my god. I mean, I think it was more. I think they didn't do a good job of kind of like developing that character line for her. But
exactly, they could have done it more if they had more time to work with.
However, I will say I was really excited because my girlfriend's family, we all would watch Game of Thrones every Sunday together. And we had like a pool going, like what was going to happen in the last season. And guess who was the only motherfucker out of everyone there who said Arya would kill the Winter King or whatever the hell his name was?
Your girlfriend.
No, me.
Oh. Ding.
Everyone had Jon Snow, and I was like, Jon Snow is way too predictable.
That was a tangent. So, who wants to read Hoax's answer?
I will not be reading this answer.
I will, because I'm a fucking Sylvanas stan. One Sylvanas to rule them all. Fuck yeah.
Boo.
I mean, that is a weirdly controversial answer when you think about it. All right, next up.
Nick Z says, Bane is the boring and safe choice for a peaceful diplomatic war chief. And honestly, that's That was my answer for the horde too. We're not doing our answers, but yeah, he's all over the place, right? I agree. Bane is awesome. He is boring, but I like him.
He also.
And he
there's
also.
a little
There's
more.
there's a little more. Sorry, I thought that was someone else's. So it says. Also Talanji is the choice if you want a frosty cold war with the Alliance. I'd love to see how she evolves the horde. Yeah, that's interesting too. But I'm still pro Bane. Anyway, sorry about that.
And then Ryan says, for Horde, Rokan, a bridge between old Horde and new, trusted by his people and leaders. Would you call... I mean, when I hear old Horde, I'm thinking like the bloodthirsty demonized orcs. Maybe that's not what he meant.
I think he meant like the garage and the Karn and all that.
Oh, sure. And then he says, for Alliance, Gen Greymane, a wise, seasoned leader. That said, I don't know that single leaders make as much sense anymore. A council of leaders that make shared decisions is my preference. Our answers, Bent, you can go first, because I don't know what I want to say.
I mean, I'm gonna touch a little bit on what Ryan said. Like, I think a council does make sense before I get into my answer itself. But at the same time, you have a council of leaders, but there's always going to be one person everyone kind of like looks towards. Like, if you're uncertain and like Thrall's on that, whatever Thrall says, if you're uncertain, you're probably gonna go with Thrall does. So, that being said, I kind of do like, the Game of Thrones style. Like, I would love to see the Game of Thrones kind of thing happen with the Horde Council. I think the Horde Council makes sense right now. I really like, for Alliance, I really like the fact that Tyrellion's the leader, because I want Alliance to be, like, not bad guys in a sense, but, like, let the Alliance have, like, the turmoil going on, and the Horde has to come in and help out and fix it, That's what I'm hoping for this next expansion. Like, Tyrellion just goes, like, full, Catholic zealot on everyone. And I can make fun of Catholics because I am one. Yeah, I hope he does. He goes into his, like, fucking rage, and he kind of, like, starts, like, doing bad shit. And then, we kind of have to... I think Stormwind would be a great raid. Like, just, like, storming Stormwind.
And, like, there is precedent for that happening, if people don't know, because this is a moment that I believe was only in one of the books. We've mentioned it on the show, but it's worth pointing out here again. There was a moment where Tyrellion and Illyria used the light and the void to torture orcs for information, I think. And it's pretty fucked up.
I think it was undead, actually.
Undead? I thought it was orcs.
I think Tyrellion tortured an undead with the light, and then the orc was tortured with the void.
Oh. Well, I mean, that makes me upset, because I really like Illyria as a character, and I don't like that she's doing shit like that.
I like it because she's so gung-ho about how bad Sylvanas is, but then, like, she's running around kind of doing shit that Sylvanas did, if that makes sense.
It does. Okay, so Gershom, what's your answer?
I didn't get super creative at all. I love all the answers we received. I did like the idea of council, but I just ran out of time thinking about who I'd want to be on it. So I just went with Bane for the Horde and Gen for the Alliance, honestly. Just two of my, just favorite characters overall. Just sort of make sense in different ways. Mostly mentioned before, they have leadership experience, and in different ways, I think they'd be safe and have the best interests of their faction at heart. The most, I feel like, of the ones I wanted to pick from, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. And also, my pick for War Chief kind of comes out of left field, because he's currently a Death Knight, but I think that would give him a really good insight into not just orc culture, not just representing the Ebon Blade, and also an insight into perhaps the mindset of the Forsaken. I'm talking Nazgrim for War Chief. I'm on board. Fucking Nazgrim. Although he wouldn't do it because he's currently serving as one of the horsemen, but still. War Chief Nazgrim. Sure, he might have sided with Hellscream, but that was because he was honorable as an orc and fell in line with his war chief.
That dude was loyal to a fault. Yeah,
he was one of those guys, like, that's my leader, and I'm gonna follow him to death. So
exactly. And then for the Alliance, as long as I'm following the line of thought of Ebon Blade stuff. Sorry, I got distracted. What the hell is her name? Whitemane. She was never really in the Alliance, but why the hell not? You know? Make her the whatchamacallit. So, like, there then you could build a bridge between the Alliance and the Forsaken, too.
She would be a good pick. I struggle to understand why everyone wants listens to this wants Greymane as the leader of the Alliance, because he really reminds me of it's ironic. He reminds me of a dog. He's all bark, but when it comes down for action, I feel like he would just he would talk a bunch of shit but not actually do anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
It does. I could see that too, but I just like him a lot. Still.
But and that's why I like Tyrellian, because Tyrellian, he doesn't really say much, but he just goes out and he's about that action boss.
So, have we asked people what their favorite expansion has been? Like, I think we asked people what expansion they started in, but did we ask what people's favorite expansion has been?
No, we haven't.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, then that is the new question for next week. What has your favorite expansion been so far, and how come? You can answer that on Discord, thrallsballs.com. Answer in email, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. Answer on Twitter @thrallsballspod. All right, let's move on to the draft. Drafty draft.
Thralls Balls Draft. Everybody.
Okay, so the last draft, we drafted the most annoying NPCs, and Bent came locked and loaded with a very clearly tampered with ballot box and won, followed then by Gershom and then me. So the order for this week is Bent, Gershom, me, Gershom, Bent, and we are going to be drafting 4 rejected names for various WoW expansion packs. Wrong answers only. You guys ready for that?
I'm ready. Barely. I did these. I did these as we were sitting down to record. I forgot.
All right. Bent, you're up first. What you got?
He really threw me with a loop for this draft, so I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna lose this one horribly.
I want to preface all of this by saying I forgot to set a draft for this week, so I kind of sprung this on these guys last night. So, sorry.
All right, so my first one.
Ben, you're on a winning streak lately. Anyways, don't curse yourself.
You sure are.
Yeah.
It's your turn to lose anyway, so there.
I'm fucking paying off the voters. Leave me alone. I'm gonna go with, so it'd be I guess when the Burning Crusade happened. I'm gonna say World of Warcraft, Illidan's Incel Rage.
Illidan's what rage?
Incel Rage.
Oh my god. I mean, that is kind of what happened, isn't it?
I know, but it's better than the Burning Crusade.
He got pissed off because Tyrande wanted to fuck his brother instead of him. So he's like, fine. I'm gonna... Actually, no. He didn't carve his own eyes out. But, whatever.
Well, technically, he kind of did.
No,
he let Sargeras do it.
Yeah, he voluntarily let him do it.
Wasn't it just kind of like a, hey, I'm gonna do this? He's like, what? And they're like, yeah, say goodbye to your eyes. He's like, hold on.
Yeah, it wasn't very ceremonious at all. I remember it was as much as Richard Knack loves to describe shit, you thought he would have gone into it. He's like, they shoved him down on his knees and that was it. And it was 5 minutes of burning, screaming agony, and then they put a rag on his face and he passed out. The end. It was 3 sentences.
And then he spent 20 fucking pages describing fucking Malfurion trying to get back to Tyrande.
Trying to get out of his handcuffs. There was that took that was 20
pages.
I felt like I was the one being dragged along backwards with shackles on my feet. I was reading that shit. The fucking Malfurion scenes, I swear.
Fuck Malfurion. I say it every other episode, but fuck Malfurion.
So my first pick is a rejected name for Legion. It's the Burning Crusade 2 Electric Boogaloo.
That is
Good
awesome.
That's a really good one.
I mean, it's sort of low-hanging fruit, but I wanted it. Gershom, what is your first and then I guess second pick?
Okay, I got so a rejected name for Battle for Azeroth would be Sandy Beach Fantasies with Talanji and Jaina. Because I mean, that sounds hot, right? Hello.
Sorry for the long pause, everybody. I was typing that all out. I mean, that's kind of what BFA was. And then what's your second pick?
I'm gonna get my other BFA one out of the way. Yo mama so old, God, she needs to go hide under the Great Sea.
Typing all this out. Bear with me here.
I don't know why they're so long this time.
Just picture that in the box art, squished under World of Warcraft. Your mama's so old, God, she needs to go hide under the Great Sea kind of thing.
And it's like some dude with like a backwards baseball cap and like jeans, like standing there shouting it out like in a cartoon bubble. Yo mama so old.
So my second pick is, let's see, which one do I want to go with? It's a rejected name for Wrath of the Lich King. WoW 3 Northrend Drift.
I like it. That's funny.
You're more creative about it than we are.
I feel like I had a little more time to work on it. So I feel like I should like get minus a vote for that. I'm not going to vote for myself this time around. That's how I get my minus a vote.
Oh, and I broke history this last one since we already revealed that Bent was the winner. I actually, for the first time in my life, didn't vote for myself either. I was like, Bent has better choices than me. I know. I DM'd him and I was like, yo, real talk, I just voted for you instead of myself.
All right, Bent, what is your second and your third pick?
So this is Warlords of Draenor. And it has nothing to do with anything. I just think it'd be a fucking hilarious name for your expansion. World of Warcraft, Warlords of Butt Fucking.
Yo, it wouldn't be Thralls Balls if we did not talk about anal insertion.
Butt stuff.
Yeah.
So like the shortened name would be WOB instead of WAD. I like it. And then your fourth? Wait, third? Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. It's gonna be based on Shadowlands, and it's just gonna be World of Warcraft shit expansion because Shadowlands is trash.
Yeah, I feel like if the pacing of Shadowlands had been a bit better, it might have been better received. But overall, like, I know some people that we know actually disagree with me on this, but I don't like that it wasn't on Azeroth. I didn't care about what was happening.
I mean, because I like Warlords of Draenor and I like Burning Crusade. I think the just idea was poorly executed.
Wait a minute, yeah, why the hell is that a problem for me, but it's not a problem for me for BC or Legion or WoD?
Because Shadowlands is a shit expansion.
All right, so I guess I'm up. My third pick is the same as BFA. It's a rejected name for BFA, and it's because it starts with. Well, it starts after Azeroth, the World Soul, has been stabbed by a gigantic sword. So it's Azeroth and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
I like it.
If anybody is unfamiliar with the children's book, it's called Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. So that's the reference. All right, Gershom, it's your third and fourth.
Okay, I've got one for Cataclysm. I want to call it Cataclysm, making Tirisfal Worgen again. So Matwa, Cataclysm Matwa.
All right, and then after that?
Okay, and then we have Shadowlands. Thrall still feels guilty about Garrosh.
And another big pause because I was typing. But it's fine. I imagined, I mean, let's look at it this way. These titles were rejected for a reason, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like Azeroth and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, the only reason it didn't take me so long to type that out was because I copy and pasted it from my picks. So wait, are those 4? 1, 2.
Yeah, that's 4
yeah,
for me.
those are your 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my 4th and final, I'm just gonna go with, this is a Shadowlands title. We could have just called it D of the Sire. You know, because of Denathrius's, cock.
Humongous cock.
Yeah. Which he no longer has because he's trapped in a sword. Oh, wait. Wasn't there a thing where they were going to get him out of the sword? I don't remember.
Maybe
fucking-
it's
No,
just like
the
real, like
Dreadlords-
itty bitty.
The Dreadlords took the sword. I don't know what the fuck they did with it, but they actually took
Yeah.
it.
What the fuck? That is a loose end.
I bet he comes back. He's such a good villain.
Yeah, it like way more compelling of a villain than the Jailer by far.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
honestly, I gotta say, I liked as a raid, I really liked Castle Nathria. I'm low-key a little excited to go back in there for season 4.
I hated the raid until we got to Denathrius. I think
Really?
Yeah, I think the raid was trash except for Denathrius.
You were on your rogue for that, right?
Yeah.
I was on a warrior, so like I didn't love melee in that raid. Like I feel like I would have had better luck as ranged, especially on fucking Sun King. Jesus Christ.
Sun King was my best fight as a melee.
Just all those little shit stains that jump around the map. Like, and I guess the strat we were using where we were sitting right on Sun King's ass might have been a little annoying as ranged, at least as my warlock, because I need to cast. Oh well. Bent, what is your 4th pick?
It's gonna be based on Dragonflight. I can use Dragonflight, right?
Oh, of course.
World of Warcraft, butterflies in my ass.
Yes.
Well, Bent just fucking won the draft because I'm voting for that shit. Butterflies in my ass.
I think
There's
the
a
best
butterfly
part-
in my ass.
The best part of that song is you could tell the guys from fucking Staten Island.
Fucking love it. So these are the final picks then. Bent has, for the Burning Crusade, Illidan's Incel Rage, Warlords of Butt Fucking, WoW Shit Expansion, and Butterflies in My Ass.
Ben,
Notice
you
I
had me-
stopped having the expansion names actual for it.
Bent, you had me at butt fucking.
You had everybody at butt fucking.
Oh, Gershom, learn something new about you every week we do this show.
Anyway, then I had TBC 2, Electric Boogaloo, WoW 3, Northrend Drift, Azeroth and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, and D of the Sire. And then Gershom had Sandy Beach Fantasies with Talanji and Jaina, Your Mama's So Old God She Needs to Hide Under the Great Sea, Cataclysm Making Tirisfal Worgen Again, and Thrall Still Feels Guilty About Garrosh. So those are our final picks. Go ahead and
I actually
vote.
love that name.
Which one? The last one?
I think
The Garrosh one.
no, the Tirisfal one. I think that's really good.
Oh yeah, the Worgen. I
I
feel
think-
bad
yeah.
for them.
We should make it a new rule on the drafts that we can't vote for ourselves. We have to vote for one of the co-hosts.
Yes. New rule. We cannot
There's a
vote
note.
for ourselves.
There's no way to really tell, is there? Or can you get the metrics of who voted for who?
I have no way of doing that. It's just straw poll.
Yeah.
We'll go on the honor system.
So, Yeah, we got to go on an honor system. So you guys listening can vote. The poll link will be in the notes. Next week, I'm setting it now because we never fucking do that. Next week, we're going to be drafting the, let's say, 5 worst places in game to be stuck with no mount, no teleport, and no Hearthstone. So you have no choice but to run out of there on foot. Now, you can take a little bit of liberty with this, guys. Like, if you want to say you're there, like, as you're playing the game, or you're there in person, like, if it were real. So, like, I think that'll give us another layer to this, you know?
I think you should definitely, we have to, like when we make the pick for the whatever zone we choose, we should emphasize whether it's in the game or, like, being, like, a person.
Right, sure, that works. Anyway, I'm actually already excited for that one. It sounds fun. Final thoughts? What's your guys' final thoughts?
Butterflies in my ass.
God damn it, that was my final thought.
Oh, no. That's why I wanted him to go first. But I'm going to steal and go with the fuck Malfurion.
Yeah, gotta agree with that. Fuck Malfurion. The dude's a fucking...
You know...
How is a badass such a pussy?
It's good. Wooly,
it's crazy.
Wooly, you got to go last because you're the only one that gets to agree with both of us.
Hell
We can
yeah.
only agree with each other. So
Here's what I don't get. We like an incel over Malfurion. That says everything you need to know.
Oh, now I feel icky. My final thought is I wonder what the Polish stand-in for Fireball is actually called. Like, what is the go-to cinnamon whiskey in Poland? Gotta find out. Camille, let me know. We're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So, if you would be so kind, you can go ahead and follow us in all the places. We are on Twitter at Thralls Balls Pod. I am on Twitter at Wooly08, 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y. You can follow Gershom at Hunter Gershom, Gershom. Bent is at Bentolas_outlaw, BENTOLAS. Email us at thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. Join Discord by going to thrallsballs.com. And you can, leave a review on warcraftradio.com in the podcast directory. Anyway, that's all we've got. Bye. We love you. Be good.
peace out, swingers.
Have a good weekend, guys.